or give you the truth.
Paramashiva, who is the cosmic consciousness, is the embodiment of existential energy and takes you beyond the ahankara and mamakara, because neither ahankara nor mamakara can reach, understand, and realize Mahadeva.
And there is a great significance in the story, saying you cannot attain Nithyananda, eternal bliss, with either intellect or with money. Going upwards like Brahma is rajas, passion without value.
Going downwards like Vishnu is tamas, inertia or lethargy. You cannot attain enlightenment with those two attributes. Vishnu represents wealth.
It is redundant to waste your energy running behind intellect or comfort. Whether intellect is greater or wealth, neither can lead one to the ultimate truths, or to the ultimate bliss.
Intellect and comfort, both of them are utility in their life. It is needed for a certain level, but that is not life itself. Life is something to be intensely lived, loved, experienced beyond logic and
And you can see the Shastra Praman as a spiritual reference for Paramashiva as threefold promise to humanity.
And Paramashiva, the Paramashiva lineage represents the tradition of gurus, enlightened masters in Tiruvannamalai, also called Arunachala. Starting from Paramashiva himself, the lineage of Paramashiva prevails to fulfill Paramashiva's promise to humanity, to be an eternal guiding force through an unbroken lineage of living gurus hailing from Tiruvannamalai to sustain the enlightenment ecosystem.
And Paramashiva appears as an infinite effulgence of light called Lingotbhava in Tiruvannamalai to bless humanity. The Arunachala Purana, the epic story of history of Arunachala, reveals that at that point of time, Lord Paramashiva made a promise that he will always be available in Arunachala or Tiruvannamalai in three forms. As a hill, Arunachala, as the Jyotirlingam, as the Arunachaleshwara Shivalinga deity in the temple, and in the form of a living incarnation in the holy town of Tiruvannamalai.
The Kshetra of Tiruvannamalai is the very place on earth where Paramashiva declared as his home thousands of years ago in three divine forms: the sacred hill of Arunachala, the Linga Arunachaleshwara, and in the form of the incarnation of Paramashiva, who lands time and time again in the human body. In a fourth form, which was not declared by Paramashiva and yet still seamlessly manifested, he lives as the Shiva Sarva Guha Shaya, as Shiva, the one who resides in the hearts of all.
And you can see pictures of all of these three forms: the sacred hill of Arunachala in Tiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu, then the Linga in Annamalai temple in Tiruvannamalai, and the living incarnation point of Hinduism, Jagat Brahma Sannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
This is true especially among the townspeople of Tiruvannamalai, for whom Arunachala is Antaryami, their most supreme Lord, making it possible for Paramashiva to appear again and again as one among them. Adhering to his most compassionate boon for humanity, Paramashiva himself comes down to planet Earth and guides Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma in creating the enlightened civilization of Tiruvannamalai.
And since then, Tiruvannamalai has been serving not just a beacon of human beings who seek the most supreme truth, but as the cosmic beacon of light, which allows for otherworldly beings to descend and ascend of the 14 planes of existence and ultimately unite with Paramashiva himself in primordial form as Lingotbhava. Since the time of Paramashiva, since the time Paramashiva appeared in the form of the effulgent column, the place has been witness to all the different yugas and the slow degradation of all of the original dharma set forth by Paramashiva.
In Kali Yuga, it is said that the mortal beings become dull-witted, unlucky, voracious, destitute of wealth, wanton, and unchaste. Countries will be ravaged by robbers and miscreants. The Vedas will be condemned by heretics, and kings will exploit the subject. Rulers will be men eaters, and twice born like brahmanas will be given to the gratification of their sexual desires and other appetites.
And as Paramashiva promises to his beloved friend and disciple in the Bhagavad Gita, when he incarnated on planet Earth as Bhagavan Sri Krishna, he says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanar bhavati bharata abhyuktanam adharmasya tadatmanam shrujamyaham. It says, whenever there is a decline in righteousness and an increase in unrighteousness, O Arjuna, at that time I manifest myself on earth.
Being cognizant of the fear caused by the asuras who were rampaging the planet Earth, Paramashiva decided it was time to come down and protect those who love him. It was thus how Paramashiva, the one who is Nishkala, who is formless as Lingotbhava, descended as the 1008th incarnation onto planet Earth and assumed the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
And the happening of Lingotbhava is stated in the Arunachala Mahatmya, chapter 1, verse 55. Arunachala is described as Tejastamba Stulalingham Shaivam Teja Surarchitam, the shaft of effulgent Tejastamba, which manifested such that it was perceived as a linga, and this effulgence of Paramashiva is worshipped by all gods, Surarchitam. And the supreme point of Hinduism as the Lingotbhava. Ityevam nishkalam proktam param bhavam iti smritam. Shrishti stam lokarakshartam lokasyotpati karanam. Sadhakanam hitartam tushve chaya grihane tanu. So in this way, Shiva, who is Nishkala, without any body and parts, who is the ultimate supreme being, who is established in the creation, who is the cause of creation of the universe, assumes the body out of his free will for the protection of the universe and for the welfare of spiritual seekers and devotees.
And the Lingotbhava let us understand the advent of time. The Kartikeya Deepam is the day when Paramashiva stood as the infinite light shaft. And from Kartikeya Deepam to Shivaratri, Brahma and Vishnu were searching for 4 yugas. On Shivaratri day, they came back and surrendered and declared their inability. And it is on this day Paramashiva blesses and liberates Vishnu and punishes and ultimately liberates Brahma. The Kartikeya Deepam is the celebration in memory of that big bang.
And as per the Vedic Hindu calendar, the day of Kartikeya Deepam is the first day. The constellation is the oldest constellation. They are able to push their intelligence. Beyond this, they are not able to push. Their calculation method is failing. So, in a way, the concept of time, the Big Bang, happened on the day of Kartikeya Deepam. The concept of time did not exist before the day Paramashiva manifested as the Lingotbhava. That is why Kartikeya Deepam is the oldest festival.
The consciousness, when it stood as a light being and created time, matter, everything, we call that Big Bang. That is why the Vedic rishis are able to predict constellation star setup only until the day of Kartikeya Deepam.
And the sun, we know as, is junior to the Lingotbhava, the infinite shaft of light of Arunachala. The Big Bang, after the sun, which was born 20 galactic years back, Earth cooled to support life. This happened 17 galactic years back. That is when the Ananda Gandha, the core of the Big Bang, cooled and appeared as Arunachala on planet Earth we are in now, and where this body manifested.
It was neither dark nor light. This is the advent of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the Lingotbhava. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself describes it was neither dark nor light filled. An indeterminate color covered the planet Earth, a world where darkness covered darkness. I saw the cosmos. Suddenly, a bright light appeared from a region which I now see as the southern India. At that time, I did not know where it was. Borders are what we draw. Where is their border in the cosmos? I entered into the light in the form of a brilliant meteor. The very next sight that I perceived with my inner eye was Arunachala, and I knew that I had assumed the body once more. I had entered the womb of my mother. The reflection on planet Earth happened. It was a conscious birth. And let us understand the genesis of the Nitya Yuga. As promised, when there was a big chaos and stagnance in the cosmos due to Brahma and Vishnu's delusion, Paramashiva descended to planet Earth, causing a big bang as Lingotbhava, manifesting the universe. To save the humanity from the delusion of Kali Yuga, Paramashiva as Lingotbhava descended onto planet Earth as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, to create a new Yuga. The Big Bang created the Nitya Yuga in the very same Tirunamala. So let us understand why we need Guru in our lives. And the Shastra Pramana for this translates as the supreme state is easily attained by those who think of nothing else but me. Therefore, strive to the utmost propitiate the Guru. So who is a Guru? The Guru is the master, or master is not a vyakti, a person, as you imagine. He is a tattva, a principle. He is simply a physical representation of the divine. In the Vedic tradition, the spiritual teacher, the Guru or the master, is said to be more important than God. God is always and everywhere, but it is the Guru who opens the disciples' eyes to the existence of God. The master is the doorway to one's own experience of the divine. And the Shastra Pramana from the Guru Gita translates as, always remember the Guru's form, constantly repeat the divine name given by the Guru, always follow the Guru's commands, think of nothing other than the Guru. And the translation continues on, out of compassion for you, I shall tell you how the embodied soul becomes purified of all sins by serving the feet of the Shri Guru. So the only thing you need to do to experience the compassion of the Guru is just make yourself available. Let us understand that in the words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself.
I am sitting with each one of you personally, individually, and making myself available. This being is now available to all of you, to each one of you. I am making myself available to each one of you. To each one of your being. Now the relationship is absolutely between you and me. It is absolutely you and me. Allow me to fill you. Allow my being inside you. When you start tasting my being, all your past fears, greeds, powerlessness, everything will just become irrelevant. You will be showered with the boons you aspired for and you can never even imagine. You will understand the highest, ultimate dimensions of the life and universe. If you have been begging for a few tons of gold, you are going to be granted hills of diamonds. Not just few tons of gold which you are aspiring, hills of diamonds. Beyond you can even ask or imagine. So understand, all your fears and greeds will become irrelevant. The first thing Paramashiva's being, me, going to do in you all, manifest my state, space, powers intensely. Make yourself available for every session. Nothing else is needed. Just make yourself available. Anyone makes yourself available. I'll make myself available to you. All the words I am uttering are mantra. I am not going to give you any teaching. I am not going to give you any technique. I am just directly uttering every word which is mantra to manifest in your being. I am manifesting Paramashiva, myself completely, so your brain can mirror these neuron activities. Understand?
Nithyanandam. Let's now Nithyanandam. Let us now enter into the next segment of today's program. How to manifest Lingotbhava, the supreme light shaft of Paramashiva instantly in your life. Now, today, before the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, you can submit your prayer request to Lingotbhava at tiny.cc/bsd prayer request. Now, before we enter into the various different ornaments and offerings that you can make to Bhagavan Paramashiva, these are some of the food offerings that you can also make. One or more of these Naivedyams mentioned below should be offered as Naivedyams to Mahakala Bhairava. And you can see the black gram uradhal vada, the black sesame seed or laddu, and the sugar sweet or the dry fruit. So each and every one of these can be offered for the as an offering to Bhagwan Lingotbhava. Let's go on to the next slide.
What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa. I will revive Hinduism. I am a Hindu revivalist, not by any revolution, but by evolution. And setting model communities. Kailasas, enlightenment ecosystems, Sarvanya Pitas all over the world. All powerful cognition, knowledge, only when you live, power manifestation and possibilities manifestation happens. This is a fundamental truth. Hinduism cannot live exclusively as one sampradaya. No. All sampradayas of Hinduism is an ecosystem. So don't keep quiet thinking that if one sampradaya is attacked, only that sampradaya is going to be affected. All of us are ecosystems. I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually, the spiritual prosperity. Will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
Just be alive for next 3 years. Don't die.
Yes, let's now enter into this segment on the various different offerings that you can make during this Lingotbhava Bhavasamadhi Darshan. Now, as many of you know, during this Pradosham time, we are celebrating the Bhagwan Lingotbhava, and you can make offerings to Bhagwan Lingotbhava, to Bhagwan Paramashiva himself, who is manifesting today as Bhagwan Lingotbhava. Now, in this following verse, as you can see, sorry, there seems to be a technical glitch. If I can ask the NTV operator, the volunteer, to reshare the slide, stop and reshare the slide. if I can ask the NTV volunteer to reshare the slide, stop and restart. I think there's a technical glitch with the slide. Yes, sorry about that technical glitch. We'll be right back with you and continuing this segment in today's Bhavasamadhi Darshan preparation. And in just a few minutes, also just sometime, we'll be starting the preparation for the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, and you will be able to experience literally oneness with Bhagwan Lingotbhava. Yes, we can start the slides again. Yes, yes, yes. Let's now. Yes, as you can see here, this is from the Kamikagama Purva Pada, verse 330 to 334. And this is literally the visual representation of Paramashiva. And the first lines describe the 5 faces of Paramashiva and how he is literally so beautiful. And I'll just be reading out this English translation, which, as you can see, is very elaborate. In the Kamikagama Purvapada, it literally says 5 faces, 10 shoulders, effulgence of crystal, 3 eyes, tranquil composure, crest adorned with a crescent moon, locks of matted hair bound with the serpent, mounted on the lion throne constitutive of mantras, seated on the white lotus, designed on the throne, and adorned with the various ornaments such as the earrings, the karnika, the hara, the kati sutra, the bandhana, the keyura, the katika, the chaivarya, the channavira, and others. The eternal age of 16 years, supremely beautiful and auspiciously charming, face beautified with gentle smile, holding the trident, parasu, khadga, vajra, and fire in his right hands, and holding the Abhaya Mudra, the Pasha, the Ghanta, Naga, and Ankusha in his left hands. Or the weapons held in the hands are told in a different way. Varada Mudra, Abhaya Mudra, told in a different way. And Kadbhanga, Shakti, and Shula are in the right hands. And Damaru, Sarpa, Akshamala, and Indavaram, flower in the left hands. Lord Sadashiva should be meditated as associated with these linemen. And now let us just begin by understanding the significance. In Hindu tradition, as many of you know and we all practice, in every different occasion, we often invite the gods and goddesses to literally make their presence in our lives. We offer our gratitude for their guidance, having brought us thus far, and we request them to come and guide us further in our lives. Now, offering anything to the lotus feet of Paramashiva is giving of a divine gift of pure love, devotion, oneness, and it consists of giving and accepting. Only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. An offering is not made out of fear, simply pure love and gratitude. And when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out for the only purpose of enlightenment. Yes. Now, the first offering that we have today is the Sankalpa offering. The Sankalpa is a very sacred chant. And here we have a verse from the Shiva Sankalpa Suktam, verse Veda. And it says, Yena karmana yapasu manisino yagne kranvanti vidastesu viraha. Purvam yaksmat prajyanam tanme manaha shiva sankalpamastu. So this means tanme manaha shiva sankalpamastu. So this means the means by which a man who wants to do good, whose senses are still, and who is wise and diligent becomes proficient in the yajnas and other karmas established by the shastras, and also that which is principal and most revered of the means of knowledge. My mind, may you have good intentions. Now, today you can offer the sankalpa, the conscious resolution at the feet of the divine, is a sacred and conscious act of aligning our straying mind into empowering our declarations with the auspicious will, power, and manifesting energy of the divine to manifest our intentions into reality and for living a enlightened lifestyle. Yes, and the next offering is the Rudrakshamala. And this is a verse from the Lingashtakam, and it literally means salutations to the eternal lingam, which is worshipped by the gods and the best of sages, which burns of the desires and which is compassionate and which is destroyed by the pride of the demon Ravana, and which is destroyed the pride of the demon Ravana, and salutations to that eternal lingam. Yes, we can go to the previous slide. Now I'll just be chanting that verse. Sorry, the previous slide, please. The previous slide. The previous slide. Yes. So here it says in the Lingashtakam, this is the first. Deva Muni Pravarachita Lingam Kamadahana Karuna Karalingam Ravana Darpa Vinashana Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shivalingam. So this means salutations to the eternal lingam, which is worshipped by gods and the best of sages, which burns the desires and which is compassionate and which destroyed the pride of the demon Ravana, and salutations to that eternal lingam. Yes, the next slide, please. So you can offer the Rudraksha is mala to the Lingotbhava. The Rudraksha mala is known as the teardrop of Paramashiva, and it is literally a storehouse of enlightenment energy which can radiate forever. You can offer this Rudraksha mala to the Lingotbhava and be blessed to have the eternal guidance to remove delusion and travel on the path of auspicious life forever. Yes. And the next offering is the Swarna Ashtottara Kasu. And here it says that this is the pure gold coin with the 108 names of Paramashiva inscribed on that coin. Yes. And now I'll just be chanting the verse from the Lingashtakam, which refers to this Swarna Ashtottara Kasu. Kanaka Mahamani Bhushita Lingam Panipati Veshita Shobita Lingam Daksha Suyagnya Vinashana Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam. This means salutations to that eternal Shivalingam, which is decorated with the gold and other precious gems, which is adorned with the best of the serpents wrapped around it, and which has destroyed the grand sacrifice of Daksha. I salute to the eternal Shivalingam. So as you can see, the linga is described as being adorned with gold, and you can offer this gold coin with a unique name of 108 names of Paramashiva of Lingotbhava inscribed on it and receive the blessings of those qualities and radiating and manifesting in your life. During this, the different names of the Lingotbhava, Bhagavan Paramashiva, is chanted out, and there's 108 different names which is chanted, and each of these is a description of Bhagavan Lingotbhava. And what we ultimately do during the chanting and the japam or the Sahasranamavali of or the Ashtotaranamavali of the different gods and goddesses is cherishing those divine qualities in our inner space, and that ultimately makes those divine qualities manifest in our reality. So you can offer one or any number of coins in various sizes, which each one of the names inscribed with the auspicious name of Paramashiva Lingotbhava. Yes. And the next offering is the Swarna Maya Mantra Kastu. So this is the pure gold coin with the Mrityunjaya mantra. And this is a very, very powerful mantra that is known to celebrate peace and to worship Paramashiva. And I'll just be chanting that mantra. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Gandhanat Mutyormukshe Yamramritaat. And this is from the Rig Veda. And it means salutations to the fragrant Shiva of three eyes, the one who nourishes all living entities. May he help us sever our bondages with samsara by making us realize that we are never separated from our immortal nature. Offer a gold coin to be protected from the untimely deaths, accidents, and untoward incidents. And you can receive the blessings to have the protection of Paramashiva for yourself and for your whole family. So this Mrityunjaya mantra is very much known to be very powerful for protection and is often chanted in order to invoke Paramashiva and request his protection in any situation that you might find yourself in. So this offering literally secures the protection that you might need with this Swarna Mrityunjaya mantra Kastu. Yes, let's go on to the next offering. The next offering is the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. And this is another verse which is a song composed by Adi Shankaracharya, ultimately meaning wife, wealth, sons, grandsons, and all such, home and kindred, all these things may be there, yet if one mind be not centered upon the lotus feet of the Guru, what then? What then? What then? So it really beautifully explains to us that we might have all of the luxuries in the world, everything that we have ever dreamed of having, and everything that society places in a high pedestal. But if we are not centered upon the Guru, and we do not have a Guru in our lives to guide us, then all of these things become useless. And no matter how much we have and possess, or we think we possess, we will not be liberated when the time comes, and still we'll still be in this endless cycle of birth and death. It is only the feet of the Guru which is capable of giving us the grace of simply removing and liberating us from the Bhavaroga, the disease of being continuously bound to this cycle of birth and death. And that is exactly what it says in the Guru Gita. And beautifully, Paramashiva describes that he literally manifests as Guru in order to liberate us all from this eternal and seemingly endless cycle of karma. So today, you can offer this Pratyaksha Pada Puja and receive the auspicious blessings for a strong and intense Guru-disciple relationship. Whether it is any incarnation of Paramashiva, be it Adi Shankaracharya himself, who composed the Guru Paduka Stotram with so many beautiful poetic lines and such deep sacred sentiments and powerful cognitions on the auspiciousness of the Guru Paduka, or even Sri Satyasai Baba, who upon his realization of incarnationhood had sung Manasa Bajare Guru Charanam, meaning my heart and whole inner space sings with the glory of the feet of the Guru. And or even the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who has time and time again over the last 27 years of his public mission been speaking about and initiating millions of people across the world to experience the very guru-disciple relationship which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself had with the incarnation of Paramashiva himself, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. And this guru-disciple relationship manifested ultimately the oneness experience with Paramashiva, and that realization of incarnationhood at the mere age of 10 years old for the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And this guru-disciple relationship is never to be taken for granted. And especially during this Chaturmasya, this is a time that we can offer these various offerings for the Guru and be liberated ultimately from all the karmas and baggage. Yes, and the next slide we have is the offering for the Jata Alankara Seva. Now, Jata Alankara is the decoration of the jatas, and it's an offering of pure love and devotion to the Guru who manifests to protect and guide the disciples on the journey and path to enlightenment. Yes. Now, next is the Vastra Alankara Seva. And here, this is a verse from the Guru Gita where it says, the Guru should be beautified, the linga, with 3-stranded sacred thread, upper garment, and the waistband. He should adorn the linga with golden cloth and golden belt. So beautifully traditional, better physical and mental well-being and healing from any illness. Yes. Now we're going to enter into the various offerings of gold that you can make today. And there is a huge significance in the element gold. Nowadays, we often use gold as a way to place value in our relationships by giving it as a gift to our loved ones. However, many of us have forgotten the real significance of the element gold. And not only that, the real significance has such sacred meaning and context behind it and real understanding given to us by the ancient rishis of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. So as you can see here, we have a verse from the Atharva Veda where it says, triply born by birth is this gold, from the atoms of Agni is one, it becomes dearest to Agni, and one fell away from the Soma when it was heard. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apaha. Let that triple gold be for your long life. As you can see here in the translation, the verse literally speaks on the virtuous and powerful properties of gold. And that is what our Hindu rishis had recognized. They literally saw that gold is a divine element and it purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightenment. And the vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. Gold is a permanent and most auspicious gift for eternal transformation of not only one who wears or the one who breathes the air around it, but more importantly, for the one who gives it. Yes, let's go on to the next slide. And actually, that is why the gold, sorry, we can go back. That's why the gold is present in all of the various different scriptures, the Agamas, the Vedas, the Itihasas and Puranas, Shruti, Smriti, everything in Sanatana Hindu Dharma has a reference to gold. And in the Hindu civilization, we thrived on the banks of rivers of gold. In fact, in the Atharva Veda, the river Saraswati was called the Hiranyavartani, and the river, the Indus River was called the Hiranyamaya. So really, we had so much of abundance of gold. Even the horses, the cows, the elephants, all of the various animals and sentient beings of the Hindu civilization were all living in coexistence, worshipped as Paramashiva, and adorned and decorated with gold jewelry. So that is the significance of the element gold. And now let us enter into the various offerings of gold ornaments that we have today. So the first is the Swarna Bilva Patra, as you can see here. And the Swarna Bilva Patra is literally the gold leaf. And Bilva Patras or leaves are regarded as a favorite of Paramashiva. And in the Shiva Purana, it is saying that it is said that the offering of one Bilva leaf to Bhagavan Paramashiva is equivalent to donating thousands of elephants, horses, or even the most auspicious Kanyadhan. Yes, let's go on to the next slide. And the Bilva tree is the most sacred to Bhagavan Paramashiva. The Bilva leaf or the Patra, as it is known, represents the Trinetra, or the three eyes of Bhagavan Paramashiva. And the Girija lives on the root of the tree, Maheshwari on its shoulders, Dakshayani on its branches, Parvati among its leaves, Katyayani in its fruit, Gauri in its flowers, while in the thorns, the numerous Shaktis find a home. And this is a very beautiful significance of the Bilva tree. Yes. And the next offering here is the Swarna Padma Pushpa. Yes. Now let me chant this verse from the Lingashtakam. Kumkumachandanalepithalingam pankajahara susobhitalingam sanchita papa vinashanalingam tat pranamami sadashivalingam. This translation goes, salutations to the eternal Shivalingam, which is anointed with the saffron and sandal paste and beautifully decorated with garlands of lotuses. That which destroys the accumulated sins of several lives, I salute that eternal Shivalingam. And there are hundreds of references for using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. And almost everything that involves the consecration of Paramashiva Linga or the worship of Paramashiva or meditating on Paramashiva involves the lotus, including even some of the mudras and the asanas used during the worship of Paramashiva. It involves the lotus flower, the lotus leaf, the lotus pericarp, and the lotus petals. The lotus is a divine flower, and the Shakti of Paramashiva is also called as lotus, and base of Paramashiva Linga is also the lotus, and the disciple of Paramashiva is also considered as the lotus which is about to bloom. So today, you can offer this golden lotus in any size you wish to be blessed to have the state, space, powers, and being of Lingotbhava in your inner space amidst any and every adverse situation in life. The next offering we have here is the Tulabharam. And the Atharva Veda Parishishta describes the Tula Purusha, the ceremonial offering of the Tulabharam of Hiranya Garbha, the gold vessels, an offering of 1,000 cows as one of the Mahadana, the supreme offerings. The 41 Matsya Purana also states that the Tula Purusha ceremonial offering of Tulabharam as the Mahadana, the most supreme offering. In the Hinduism, the traditional way of offering is known as the Tulabharam, the sacred act of offering an item in equivalent weight of the deity or guru. Offerings can be various flowers, the bilva, tulasi, dates, bananas, books, silver, and finally even gold. Giving for the sake of giving to open us up to receive Paramashiva. Hindu giving is about offering with gratitude to the highest that we have to receive the best possible, Paramashiva himself. So the Tulabharam is the highest offering as per the Hindu scriptures. The highest offering is also of the Tulabharam in gold. And gold has the ability to hold and radiate energy, and offering it with the right context brings about the highest completion and peace and joy in your life. Offering silver also purifies the being and blesses one with the completion, with the wealth and health and blissful enlightened lifestyle. So you can offering gold blesses one with extreme wealth, health, and enlightenment, and an eternal place in Paramashiva Loka and Kailasa for millions of years. So you can also will be offering the Tulabharam for every various different occasion, as well as the Vijayadashmi and Jayanti as well. And the next slide here we have the Tulabharam, how the other auspicious items are also there. So various auspicious items may be offered and be blessed with the immense grace and compassion of. And here you can see the various different offerings that is made during the Tulabharam, including the organic rice, the organic honey, the organic ghee, oil, and jaggery. And so even all of these offerings are ensured that they are entirely organic and offered with the best of best quality as well to Paramashiva. Yes. And the next offering we have is the Swarna Spatika Mala. And this is a very beautiful offering as well. And here we have the same verse that we started this segment off of with the Paramashiva Dhyana Shloka. It describes Paramashiva with 5 faces, 10 shoulders, effulgence of crystal, 3 eyes, and tranquil composure, the chest, the crest adorned with the crescent moon, the locks of matted hair bound with the serpent, mounted on the lion throne constituted of mantras, seated on the white lotus designed on the throne, adorned with the various ornaments such as the earrings, the karnika, the hara, the katisutra, the bandana, the keyura, the katika, the channavira, and others, an eternal age of 16 years old, and supremely beautiful and auspiciously charming. Yes, we can go on to the next slide. Yes, another very beautiful offering here is the Swarna Ganga. And here we have a verse from the Sri Vaidyanatha Ashtakam, where it says, I salute that God Shiva, who is a king among physicians, who wears the flow of Ganga and the moon on his head, and who has 3 eyes, who had killed the god of love and death, and who is worshipped by all devas. So offering this Swarna Ganga to the Vaidesh, to Bhagavan Paramashiva, to Lingotbhava bestows blessings to wash away janmas of impurities and karmas to experience health and wellness in your life. Yes. And the next offering is the Swarna Naghabharana. And I'll now be chanting a verse from the Lingashtakam again. Kanaka Mahamani Bhushita Lingam Panipati Veshita Shobhita Lingam Daksha Suyajna Vinashana Lingam Tat Pranamami Sada Shiva Lingam. This means salutations to the eternal Shiva Linga, which is decorated with gold and other precious gems, which is adorned with the best of serpents wrapped around it, and the one who has destroyed the grand sacrifice of Daksha. I salute that eternal Shiva Lingam. And you can offer the golden snake. Sorry, if we can go back. This golden snake to adorn Bhagavan Paramashiva and be blessed with the awakened Kundalini Shakti for best health and clarity, for making the right decisions regarding health, wealth, and relationships. The next offering is the Swarna Chandra, the gem-studded golden moon. And here it says that in the Sri Vaidyanatha Ashtakam once again, It says, I salute Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is the king among physicians, who wears the flow of Ganga and moon on his head, and who has the three eyes, who had killed the god of love and death, and who is worshipped by all devas. So this is the moon that Lingotbhava Paramashiva wears gracefully upon his head, and the moon represents the compassionate, friendly, loving, and ever healing, peaceful nature of Bhagavan Paramashiva. Yes, and once again, this is the haram, the garland of gold, very auspicious offering here. And again, this offering is referenced from the Lingashtakam verse, which I'll now be chanting once again. Kanakamahamani bhushita lingam panipati veshita shobita lingam Dakshasu yajna vinashana lingam tat pranamami sada shiva lingam. And the translation says, I bow down before that lingam, which is eternally Shiva, which is ornamented by gold and great jewels, which shines with a snake being with it, and which is destroyed the yajna of Daksha. And this means the offering of the garland malas of gold to adorn Shiva Linga and be blessed for eternal wealth and auspiciousness and a life of enlightenment in the space of Paramashiva Loka. So this is the offering of the Swarna Haram, which you can make. And for any of these offerings, if you'd like to proceed with the offerings right away, and any of these offerings have piqued your interest, you don't want to wait, then you can go to tiny.cc/bsd-Lingotbhava. And in this offering, you can select the offering that you'd like to make and of these offerings. And also we have an option to go to tiny.cc/bsd-ehundi. And you can also offer the ehundi offering through the YouTube super chat, where you can make a general donation as well for the Darshan experience that you will be about to receive. The next slide, please. Yes, and the next offering is the Swarna Kiritam, the golden crown. This is another very valuable offering that you can make to Bhagavan Lingotbhava. And it says here that in the Kamikagamha Purvapada, verse 429 to verse 430, it says the linga should be adorned with 3 striped sheet made of gold, gold crown, and durva grass made of gold, and a number of flowers made of gold, such other ornaments. The offering of the kiritam to Bhagavan Lingotbhava to heal all relationships in all dimensions is available to you right now. And as you can see, it has a very ancient significance as well. Yes, let's go on to the next slide. Yes, here we have the Swarna Charana, the gem-studded gold feet, which is also available for you to offer. And this is Sri Vaidyanatha Ashtakam, verse 6, where it says, I salute the Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is a king among physicians, who can be known through the Vedanta, and who is spread throughout the universe, who has lotus feet, that is meditated upon by great sages, and who is the form of the Holy Trinity, and who has thousands of names. Yes. And the next offering is the Swarna Pinaka Pani. So in the Vaidyanatha Ashtakam, verse number 3, it describes Vaidyanatha as the holder of this bow. And it says literally, I salute Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is the king among physicians, who is a lover of his devotees, who has destroyed the 3 cities, who holds the bow called Pinaka, and who destroys the enmity and negativity daily, and who wears and plays in the world of humans. So beautifully it's described here. And you can offer the Swarna Pinaka, the golden bow, which blesses one to directly resolve any kind of enmity, litigation, and to remove the negative influences in your life. Once again, if you'd like to proceed with any of these payments, you'd like to go ahead and make an offering or make a general donation, you can go to the links which are provided right now and projected right now. And If you'd like also, you can make a donation through the YouTube Super Chat. I recommend all of the viewers to join in today as a member of the YouTube channel, and you can then get access to more than 20,000 hours of the discourses and various different dikshas of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel, and you can be able to make a general donation and participate in the live chat during any live event. Yes, next slide, please. The next offering is the Swarna Trishulam, the golden trident, and this is from the Kamikagama Purvapada. Yes, so the trident denotes his three qualities, the Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, functioning in the pure realm of Parashut denotes his nature of eternal existence. Khadga represents his invincible prowess. So you can offer the Trishula, which is a symbol of getting you rid of all of the impossibilities, and it could even be disease causing blockages. And through the Trishul, he removes all the impossibilities and creates all new possibilities to rejuvenate the best health. So as you can see, we have a summary of all the different offerings that we can make today. There's the E-Hundi offering, the Sankalpa offering, the Rudraksha Mala, the Swarna Ashtottara Kasu, the Swarna Mrityunjaya Mandra Kasu, the Swarna Bilva, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, Pratyakshapada Puja, the Alankara Seva, the Vastra Alankara. The next slide, please. And here we have the other gold offerings as well. Swarna Spatika Mala, the pure crystal mala in different lengths. The Swarna Nagabharana, the Tulabharam, the Swarna Ganga, the Swarna Chandra, the Swarna Pinaka, the Swarna Kamandalu, the Swarna Kiritam, the Swarna Charana, the Swarna Trishul, and the Swarna Dhwaja. So as you can see in all this table of offerings, we have so many different levels, and it's not, you can make a donation for any amount, or you can make an offering for a very substantial amount today. And based on what you want to offer during this very, very special Lingotbhava Darshan. Now, once again, also, we have the E-Hundi offering, which is the general donation, and you can make a general donation, an offering of any amount in the E-Hundi, and you can also make this offering in any amount in through the YouTube super chat. Yes, if you can go into the next slide. Yes, so this brings us to a conclusion of this segment in today's program. In the registration form, we'll have two options, and either you are ready to offer today and your intention to offer you can make. So you can fill out the registration form for this program and make your intention to make an offering. So that is, if you are interested in making an offering, if you need help in manifesting, or if you need more details, you can go to tiny.cc/Bhavasamadhi. And if you're ready to make an online payment today, then you can go to tiny.cc/BST Lingotbhava, or if you want to make an E-Hundi donation, then you can go to tiny.cc/BST-E-Hundi. And after the payment is done, make sure that you are submitting the details for the puja, all the names that you want to be chanted, your name and your family members' names, in the Sankalpa 2021 form. So that is the tiny.cc/Sankalpa 2021. Now, I'd like to show each and every one of the viewers this very easy process for making a payment. So if I can request the NTV volunteer to project the link tiny.cc/bst-lingotbhava. If we can go to that link very quickly and we can show the viewers, it's a very easy process to be able to make an offering today. So we'll just get that right to you in a very quick few minutes. And we are now entering very closely into the time to get ready for the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. And I request all of you, you can take a few minutes right now to get ready for the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. You can see here we have Lingotbhava Bhavasamadhi donations payment gateway. And you can see that you can just go to the drop-down menu, select the offering that you want to offer today. That might be any one of the offerings that we have available for you. And so you can go ahead and select that and then add that to your cart. And once you add it to your cart, you'll be able to proceed to checkout, and then you'll be able to review the items in your cart, and then you can enter your payment details as well. You can enter any of the details that you have today as well. And then make sure that you are also going over the form. And once you are done filling out the details for your payment and your payment is official, then you can go to the Sankalpa 2021 form. This is a very quick form that will just ask for your names and the names of your family members and on behalf of the people on behalf of whom you're offering the puja today. So with this, we're now coming to a conclusion of this segment in today's program, and we are quickly going to go into the next segments of today's program, and we will be able to enter into the next segment. I invite each and every one of the viewers as well to share this program link as you are watching. Let us share on this auspicious day of Pradhosham, where the energy of Paramashiva is available for each and every one of us to deeply connect with and start the transformation that we are looking for, that we are deeply seeking in our lives. So you can share this program link in all the different social media platforms. And also, I invite each and every one of the viewers, if you are logging in for the first time, you can ensure that you are following the social media platforms, the official handles of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, including on Facebook, Twitter, on YouTube, and on Instagram as well. So doing this and just making sure that you are following gives you access to so much of content and so many events that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is continuously hosting, and the Nithyananda Satsangs, and you'll also never miss a notification and announcement for the special Satsangs and Darshans that continuously are happening from Kailasa. So make sure that you are liking and following all of the official handles of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. With this, let us now enter into the next segment of today's program. I request if we can project the slides for the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, and let's start preparing for the very, very special Lingotbhava Bhavasamadhi Darshan. The Bhavasamadhi Darshan is an experience that is going to literally fulfill the longing of lifetimes, where you will experience deep and lasting transformation. And each and every one of us able to experience the literally a breakthrough and experience so much of powerful energy in our life. Now, Bhavasamadhi Darshan is not an event in space or time. Rather, Darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted out of space and time. And Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through the meditation on the avatar. During the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, our neurons are mirroring that of the avatar. The mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing and without the physical act of imitation. That is, our entire body silently and without movement recreates what is happening distances far away, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. The science of Bhavasamadhi Darshan literally knows no distance, a phenomenon modern science is just discovering and terms as quantum tunneling. Our thoughts per second reduces significantly and we relax into a space beyond thoughtlessnesses, mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond duality. We and the divine become one and unconditioned by the parameters of time and space. Yes. Now let us watch this brief video.
When people talk about the universe, they usually mean a vast expanse of space, billions of light years across, that they can see with radio telescopes and cosmic imaging.
They think about stars and galaxies and planets and all the big stuff out there.
Right?
You have astronomical bodies moving under the force of gravity.
There are laws of nature, and you think that the laws are right once and for all.
However, there is another universe, an unseen world that governs everything we see.
When we go down in size, trillions of times smaller to the microscopic world, the rules are much less intuitive than the ones we're used to from the large-scale world.
The magic of the microscopic universe begins at about a 10/1000th of a meter, or the size of an atom. Matter behaves so differently at this level that scientists have developed an entirely new set of rules to describe what's going on. They call it quantum theory, and what it says is extraordinary.
This baseball represents a subatomic particle, like an electron or a photon of light, that routinely does all sorts of weird, strange things in the microscopic universe. The subatomic version of this baseball can be invisible, can go through solid objects with ease, can be in multiple places at the same time, and can seemingly go backwards in time and change the past. This means I could throw this microscopic baseball to first base and to home plate at the same time, or change the seemingly predetermined outcome of a play while it's still going on. Now, this is the stuff of science fiction, but really, we know it to be true, or at least it appears to be true in our quantum world. We get all sorts of weird things happening.
If scientists can understand how these weird things work, they'll be able to put them to use in our everyday world. revolutionizing modern computing, and perhaps even allowing us to communicate across the cosmos instantly. The key to making these miracles come true is a process called quantum entanglement, and scientists are already harnessing this astounding discovery for both civilian and military purposes.
In quantum physics, what happens to an object over here?
Yes, we can go on. Yes, now let us enter into the science of Bhavasamadhi Darshan. The next slide, please. Now, Bhagavan Krishna describes the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. When Krishna once saw his own extraordinary sweetness reflected in the jeweled wall, he was amazed and said, "How unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of mine. Alas, when I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy its sweetness, just like Radhika. When I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I can't. After due consideration, I find the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika." Bhavasamadhi Darshan is the science of Nijavatar manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness. The formless expresses the being of Paramashiva through Divya Sarira, the light body, and manifests as Nijavatara, the physical form, the embodied form for us to experience Paramashiva. And Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajarajeshwari and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form of Devi Meenakshi. And Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses through the being of Subramanya and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form, Bhagavan Muruga. And Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses the being of Arunagiri Yogeshwara and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. And finally, Bhagavan Parandhama expresses the being of Mahavishnu and manifests as the physical form, Bhagavan Krishna. And the Archavatar, the deity, reflects the consciousness and manifestation or the being of superconscious energy. But human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Archavatar directly. The avatar, the physically embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create experience of superconscious energy inside of all of us. When we have the Bhavasamadhi Darshan of the Nijavatara, manifesting beings of various dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components of powerfulness of those dimensions of Paramashiva are awakened in us. And the dimension of Paramashiva manifesting in the Nijavatara, for us to experience the same, is Bhavasamadhi Darshan. Bhavasamadhi Darshan is the direct, costless experience of costless bliss. During the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, our being comes alive and celebrates the energy wave of existence. And our very muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. Bhavasamadhi Darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. And even without much effort on our side, our very biomemory awakens to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, during the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. And to have a glimpse of the darshan of an avatar cleanses lifetimes of karmas and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us. Now, what is the space that we should be in order to best receive the darshan? Now, gratitude enables each and every one of us the reflection of consciousness on all levels physical, physiological, and ultimately the conscious level. Darshan meditation as a preparation helps us fall into the space of gratitude, and it is during that time that we drop conscious resolutions, the sankalpa of anything we want or need in life. And you can be ready to reflect the consciousness of Paramashiva. That is all you need to manifest the best for your life and the lives of people around you. Now, the right context to hold is, I know you are the source of everything. You are everything, and you are in the embodied form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and you are in this body. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me, and let me be in the Bhavasamadhi of you. Now, let us take a few minutes to set up the Panchopachara Puja. That is the sandalwood paste, the flowers, incense, lamp, and the food offering. Keep all of these ready. And now let us enter into the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra. This is a very powerful mantra, and you will be getting ready for the darshan of Lingotbhava. Sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line, and let us prepare for the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra. In just a few minutes, we'll be beginning the next segment on with the very sacred spiritual process for the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra. So let us now ensure that each and every one of us are getting ready for this very sacred process before the darshan of Lingotbhava. Sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line, and let us get ready for this sacred spiritual process, entering into the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra, and then into the Bhavasamadhi darshan of the avatar manifesting as Lingotbhava.
As we all prepared ourselves with understanding what is the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, now let us all get ready with the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra. The Paramashiva Dhyana mantra is an initiation, Diksha, that is blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as a mantra Diksha, which carries energy, powers, boons, blessings, and benefits in the form of mantra. And anybody to whom this mantra is chanted, they are benefited with all the health, auspiciousness, wealth, prosperity, abundance, completion and fulfillment in relationships, growth in career, success in business, and much more. The Paramashiva Dhyana mantra is blessed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as Diksha and initiation. Just like how an avatar transmits energy and shaktis through the Nayana Diksha by a look or through the Sparsha Diksha by a touch, similarly, an avatar births himself in the form of mantras and he reaches out to beings. He benefits the beings, those who listen, with all the benefits by Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship, Kailasa's Department of Human Services are today offering the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra prayer service to each and every one of you with the grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff. Today, we are going to offer our prayers and request Bhagavan Lingotbhava to manifesting in the Nija Avatara, the physical embodied form of Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, on behalf of each and every one of following benefits.
Today, we are going to be offering our prayers to all of each and every person who's sitting here, each and every person that you are praying for. The Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra that we are going to be offering today, Lotus Feet of Bhagavan Lingotbhava, who is in the embodied form of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Today, we are going to be praying for all the lives lost due to the COVID pandemic. We are also praying for all the children that have become orphaned due to the pandemic. We are also praying for the Atma Shanti of all the lives lost due to the floods, forest fires, and heavy rains that have been, and even the earthquakes that have been happening across the globe.
We also offer prayers to Bhagavan Lingotbhava to remove the impact of the heat wave that is happening all across the globe. Many regions of the globe affecting so many lives severely.
We are also praying to Bhagavan Lingotbhava on this auspicious Pradosham time to give us all the experience of enlightenment, of being in that ultimate space of oneness. We are also praying so that you can be out of all your inconfusions, pain patterns. We are also praying for Bhagavan Lingotbhava's blessings so that all of us can successfully do the Swarajya Samyama in this Chaturmasya. We are also praying for all the people that are physically, mentally, emotionally handicapped to be blessed by the grace and blessings of Bhagavan Lingotbhava so that your depression can be elevated, in your psychological stress, anxiety, pain patterns, all these can be elevated from you. We are also praying so that you have improved career, that you have healthy relationships and have healing in all your vows, family, professional relationships. We are also praying so that you have a breakthrough in the wealth dimension and so that you are protected from any loss of wages and income and have the ability to find solution to any problem. We are also praying so that you can have increased inspiration, increased energy and vitality, healing from many sectors, protection from any direct or indirect effects of the pandemic, for the leadership consciousness to be awakened inside you. We're also praying for any genetic or inherited disorders. Now let us all enter into the Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha. Om Hrim Nithyanandaya Namaha. Om Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. I surrender to that Sadguru who is eternal bliss, the bestower of supreme happiness, the one who is beyond the qualities of Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, the one who is beyond duality, the one who is omnipresent, to whom the supreme goal is giving enlightenment experience, who is eternal, pure and unshakable, who is a silent spectator of all thought processes, who is beyond emotions, who is without the three qualities called Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. When you make a conscious resolution, the power of the Sankalpa itself will deliver the experience and manifest your reality. Let us now enter Sankalpa, the conscious resolution. ममोपात समस्त दुरिदक्षय द्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम I am taking this conscious resolution today for destroying all my karmas and sins and in order to please Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Asya Devadevasya Mahadevasya Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayakasya, who is the God of all gods, who is the greatest of gods, Lord of universes and multiverses, who is the Lord of cosmos. Sakala Jagat Srishti Sthiti Samhara Tirobhava Anugrahakya Panchavritya Parayanasya, the one who does the cosmic actions of creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. Adimadhyantarhitasya Aprameya Parakramasya Tattvartha Gocharasya, the one who is the beginning, middle and end, the one who is immeasurable, Akara Ukara Makaratmaka Pranavaatmakasya Rishabharudasya Mahadevasya Kamikadevatulanta Mahatantrakya Shaivagamaswarupasya Sakala Nigamaagamaswarupasya Shuddhadvaita Shaiva Swarupasya Nityananda Padastasya Nityananda Swarupasya Shuddha Sachidananda Vigrahasya Rupa Rupatitasya Sakala Nishkala Swarupasya Nitya Niranjana Niramaya Nirvikara Akhandadi Visheshanasya Shri Nityanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nityanandeshwara Paramashivasya Shri Nityanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhutasya सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपस्य भगवतः श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवस्य च प्रीत्यर्थं शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते अद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीय परार्धे श्री श्वेतवराह कल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे नित्ययुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतभो दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये शुभनाम संवत्सरे शुभायने शुभऋतौ शुभमासे शुभपक्षे शुभतिथौ शुभवासरयुक्तायां शुभनक्षत्र शुभयोग शुभकरण एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ during this auspicious time, during the second life, during the lifetime of Lord Brahma, during the Kalpa called Shvetavaraha, during the regime of Vaivasvata Manu, during the first quarter of the Yuga called Nitya Yuga, in the island called Jambu, in the continent called Bharatavarsha, in the Indian subcontinent called Bharata Khanda, in the southern side of Mount Meru, in the Shaka era, auspicious year, which is one of the set of 60 years, which is in practice of which Prabhava is the first year, in the auspicious ayana, in the auspicious season, in the auspicious month, in the auspicious paksha, in the auspicious tithi, in the auspicious day, during such an auspicious moment. आदि कैलासे कल्पवृक्षस्य अधः नित्यानन्दनगरे स्मृतस्मृतानां मुक्तिदायके महाक्षेत्रे. Now we request all the participants, whether you are offering this for yourself or for someone else. If you are offering this for a male, kindly chant the male names now. Namadheyasya. Now we request all the participants, whether you are offering this for yourself or for someone else. If you are offering for a female, kindly chant the female names now. Namnyaha cha yajamananam avayoho sahakutumbhanam bandhuvarganam dayadivarganam mitravarganam sodaravarganam samesham. For all those who are participants, hosts and me with their families, relatives, inheritors, friends, brothers and everyone. सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थम सर्वमंगलावाप्त्यर्थम उत्तरोत्तरणवचिन्ह स्थिरलक्ष्मी प्राप्त्यर्थम. Always let there be all types of good and auspiciousness. Always let there be unbroken flow and steady flow of abundance, prosperity and wealth. Kutumbe sarvesham sarvabhishta siddhyartham chintita manorathavaapyartham. Let the family always have all kind of auspiciousness and anything which is desired be fulfilled. Samesham adivyadi nivrityartham samesham shiradipada विद्यमानानां समेषु अंगेषु जनित जनिष्यमान सकल विद नानाविध रोगाणां व्यपोहार्थं तद्वारा रोगदृढगात्रवपोषित्यर्थं. Let all the chronic diseases be healed. Let all kinds of diseases and disorders in the body, starting from head till toe, which has occurred or which is yet to occur in various parts of the body, be healed. Let a strong, diseaseless, healthy, handsome, and graceful body be obtained. समेषां परैकर्तृभिश्च कृतकरिष्यमान सकलविध मंत्र तंत्र यंत्र विषचूर्ण विचार स्तंभन मारण उच्चाटन विद्वेषण वशीकरणादि मांत्रिक प्रयोगेभ्यः रक्षण प्राप्त्यर्थं तद्वारा सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थम. Let protection be obtained from all evil effects of acts performed by people either in the past or yet to be performed in the future through the use of mantras, tantras, yantras, poisonous pills, employing spells for malevolent purposes like making a person immobile, killing a person through vomiting and diarrhea, upsetting and ruining the health, poisoning, hypnotizing, etc. अपमृत्यु दोष निवृत्त्यर्थम काल मृत्यु अकाल मृत्यु दुर्मृत्यु निवृत्त्यर्थम. Let all the doshas and effects related to death like the time death, unnatural death, fatal death be removed. समेषाम् अंतर्दृष्टि बहिर्दृष्टि क्रूर दृष्टि व्यापार दृष्टि अनुकूल दृष्टि प्रतिकूल दृष्टि इत्यादि सकलविध दृष्ट दोष निवृत्त्यर्थम. Let all the effects of evil eyes from known and unknown sources, effects of cruelty, prejudice, evil eyes of business enemies, effects of evil eyes of people who may project as they are well wishers, and effects of the evil eyes of people who are against their well-being be removed. Samesham antar shatru bahi shatru krura shatru vyapara shatru anukula shatru pratikula shatru ityadi sakalavida shatru bada nivrityartham. Let all the effects of inner enemies, outer enemies, fierce enemies, business enemies, enemies who project themselves as good, enemies who work against our well-being be removed. Samesha matrisha padi sakalida shapanam vyapohanartham. Let the effects of all the curses right from the mother be removed. Anadi avidyavasanaya pravartamane asmin mahati samsara chakre vichitrabhi karmagati vichitrasu yonishu punapunahane kada janitva. From time immemorial due to ignorance, we get caught in the vast cycle of birth and death. Due to the effects of our action, we take birth again and again in various bodies, which is quite strange. केनापि पुण्यकर्म विशेषेण भगवतः श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवस्य अपरिमितया कृपया इदानीन्तन मनुष्य जन्म प्राप्तवतां. Yet due to some good action with extreme immeasurable compassion and grace of Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, we have been blessed with a human body. समेषां ह्यजन्मनि पूर्वजन्मनि जन्मान्तरेषु सर्वैः कृतानां शिवनिन्दा देवी निन्दा गुरुनिन्दा दोषव्यपोहार्थं शिवापराध देव्यपराध गुरुवपराध दोषव्यपोहार्थं. Any kind of abuse we may have done to Paramashiva, Parashakti and Guru in the present birth, past birth, or in any of the births we removed. Any kind of crimes and offences committed against Paramashiva, Parashakti and Guru be removed. ब्रह्म हत्या सुरापान स्वर्णसेय गुरुकल्प गमन सत्संसर्गाख्य पंचमहापातकादि समस्त पापार्थम. Let the five great sins like killing a Brahmin, taking prohibited alcohol, stealing gold, having illicit relationships with his wife, one's own mother and sister, and other such motherly figures, and associating with those people who have committed one or the above mentioned sins be removed. अपि च सर्वे बाल्ये वयसि कौमारे यौवने वार्धक्ये च. Let all the karmic effects of action done as a child, adolescent, youth, and as an old age person, Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, Avasthasu. Let all the karmic effects of action done in the wakeful dream or deep sleep state, Karmendriya, Jnanendriya, Vyaparaihi, Sambhavitanam. Let all the sins done through Karmendriyas, that is the five organs which perform action like speech, hands, feet, excreting, and reproductive organs, and Jnanendriyas, that is the five organs which receive information like ears, sights, nose, tongue, and skin. रहस्यकृतानां प्रकाशकृतानां अतिपातकानां उपपातकानां संकलीकरणानां मलिनीकरणानां अपात्रीकरणानां जातिभ्रंशकानां प्रकीर्णितानां एवं नवानां नवविधानां बहूनां बहुविधानां सर्वेषां पापानां सद्यः. Let the sins which were done openly or secretly, the greatest of the great sins, minor of the minor sins, multiple sins like raping a woman, unjustifiable sins, sin of destroying the caste system, narrow-minded sins, such 9 sins and 9 types of sins, more sins and more types of sins be removed immediately and instantly. अपनोदन द्वारा समस्त मंगल प्राप्त्यर्थम शिव भक्ति देवी भक्ति गुरु भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थम परमशिवत्व परमशिव शक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थम. Through the removal of sins, let us be showered with all auspiciousness, and let Paramashiva Bhakti, Devi Bhakti, and Guru Bhakti be obtained. Let the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, and powers of Paramashiva be obtained. Kutumbe Sarvada Sadmangala Praptyartham Anyonya Prema Bhividyartham Purnatva Siddhyartham. Let the whole family always be showered with all auspiciousness, let mutual love bloom among all the people, let completion happen, let all the mishap be removed. Kshiprarogya-vaptyartham ayurvriddhyartham. Let healthy body be obtained immediately and instantly, let longevity be bestowed. व्यापारे उद्योगे च सर्वजनवशीकरणार्थं तद्वारा उन्नतोन्नतस्थानप्राप्त्यर्थं. Let your charisma impress everyone in business and job, and through that let you attain the best of the best position. बहुधन सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थं गृह कनक पशुपुत्र पौत्र धन धान्य सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थं. Let extremely wealthy and happy life happen. Let various wealth be showered in the form of household, cattle, children and grandchildren, money, grain, and all the comforts related to worldly life. आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणां दोषपीडा निवारणार्थं आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणां अनुकूल्यता सिद्ध्यर्थं. Let all the malefic effects of 9 planets be removed, and let auspiciousness be bestowed by the grace of all the 9 planets. भूम्यन्तरिक्षे विद्यमान भूत प्रेत पिशाच राक्षस ब्रह्म राक्षस वेताल कूष्मांड डाकिनी शाकिनी इत्यादि सर्वारिष्ट निवारणार्थम. Let all the evil effects that cause calamities on planet Earth, the evil effects from various demonic beings like Bhuta, Preta, dead people, Pishacha, demon, Rakshasa, Brahma Rakshasa, Vetala, ghost, Kushmanda, class of demons, Dakini, little devil, Shakini, kind of female demon be removed. मनोव्याकुलता निवारणार्थं. Let the mental confusion and worry be removed. प्रारब्धे कर्मणि करिष्यमाणे कर्मणि आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक विघ्न निवारणार्थं. Let all the obstacles be removed with regard to actions done or going to be done with relating to God, world and spirituality. समस्तऋण निवारणार्थं धनलक्ष्मी धान्यलक्ष्मी संतानलक्ष्मी सौभाग्यलक्ष्मी विद्यालक्ष्मी शौर्यलक्ष्मी वीरलक्ष्मी विजयलक्ष्मी इत्यादि अष्टलक्ष्मी परिपूर्ण कृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थं. Let all the loans be removed. Let all the Ashtalakshmis like Dhanalakshmi, wealth, Dhanya-lakshmi, food and grains, Santanalakshmi, offspring, Saubhagya-lakshmi, fortune, Vidya-lakshmi, knowledge, Shaurya-lakshmi, bravery, Veera-lakshmi, heroism, Jay-lakshmi, success be showered. परीक्षासु उन्नत स्थाने विजय प्राप्त्यर्थं सर्व विद्या पारंगता सिद्ध्यर्थं मेधा शक्ति ग्रहण शक्ति अभिवृद्ध्यर्थं. Let the top rank be obtained in the examination. Let all the excellence be acquired in all the fields of knowledge. Let the memory, power, understanding, ability be increased. Ityadi sakala vida sanmangalani guru papatakshena praptyartham. By the grace of the Guru, let all the above auspiciousness be showered upon Sri Kailasonatha Dvadashanta Shyamala Pita. The one who has ascended the Madhyayadi Shyamala Peetam, the Peetam established by Devi Meenakshi, the incarnation of Shyamala Devi, with the supreme place of Kailasa, that Paramashiva resides and rules the whole cosmos and Kailasa, Sundareshwara Bhinna Swarupa, Parashiva Putra Ratna Kumara, the one who is not different from Meenakshi Sundareshwara, the most beloved son of Paramashiva, कुमार गुरुमन्य तुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती तनय पानल तृतीय ज्ञान विशुद्ध सकल गवागवसार उगत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्र. The young boy who is a gem among gurus and an equal avatar, the one who received enlightenment by drinking the breast milk of Devi Parvati, author of famous Dravida Vedam, which is the essence of all the Vedas and Agamas, Srimad Parameshwaran Samadhikata Muktamaya Chatrayana Giyamana Chatrachama Shichinakala Samasta Vedal Lilakrita Jnana Vijnana Chakravarti, the one adorned by the quadrangular palanquin made of pearl, received by the grace of Varakalim Sabrala Chamara, sacred symbols of worship, etc. Adorned by the hymns of praises, the one who has won the whole world by his enlightenment, the signs of enlightenment, and been accepted by all kings as a supreme ruler. Sarva Janasanga Sadhyo Nirvana Diksha Vyava Varga Varsha Vishrana Ji Muta Paramata Kalaba Kesari Shaiva Siddhanta Stapana Charya. Shaiva Siddhanta Sthapanacharya Shri Rajadiraja Pandya Maharaja Guru Shapana Shakyadi Mahandakara Nivarana Jnana Bhanu Vikshana Narhara Dhajo Chedana Purvaka Srimad Rishabhadvaja Sthapaka Shaiva Samaya Karta Acharya who established Shaiva Siddhanta, the Rajaguru, the Pandya king, who is the supreme king of all kings, the Guru is also the Pandya king, the supreme king of all kings, enlightened sun that removes the other darkness of delusion. The one who has installed the Vrishashpa flag, the creator and reviver of Shaivism. Sarvajna Pita Rudha Shri Jagat Guru Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami Vagish Sundara Manikya Vachaka Swami Nam Avatar Bhuta Shri Jnana Sambandha Swami Duradita Shamala Pita Sarvajna Pita Trivajya Uttara Dushaltama Guru Mahasannidhana, the one who is the ruler of Sarvajna Pita, the seat of omniscience. O the avatar of such above mentioned attributes, the Guru of the whole world, Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami Appar Sundara and Manikya Vachaka Swami, O the ruler of the kingdom of enlightenment, the Shamala Pita Mahasamastana, which was revived by Jnana Sambandha Swami, O the one who has ascended the seat of omniscience, the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhana, Arunagiri Yogi Ishara Paramparagata Arunachal Sarvajna Pita Guru Mahasannidhana, the one who has ascended the seat of Arunachal Sarvajna Pita in the lineage of Arunagiri Yogi Ishara Paramparagata Kanchi Kailas Sarvajna Pita, Thrice Uttara Disutama Guru Mahasannidhana, the one who has ascended the seat of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham as the 233rd pontiff of Guru Mahasannidhana, the lineage of Kailasa, Nityotsava Nitya Mangala Nitya Kalyani Tirishita Kailasa Paramparagata Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Peetha Mahasamastana Mahasimhasana Peetha Kartara, the creator of the Nithyananda Peetha Mahasimhasana Peetha, which is eternally celebrating auspicious festival and having the attractive energy of enriching. साक्षात श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमनिक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्री रामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्यादि नवचिन्ह सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांग साम्राज्य भूताभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाण Stotra Sahasra Shri Mahamandaleshwara, the 1008 Mahamandaleshwara of Mahanirvani Pita, established by Bhagavan Paramashivoham himself by sage Kapila. Sakshat Shri Paramasamhasana Pita, Samasta Garanayaka Shri Mahaganapati Samaram Vanavat Chinna Pitadishwara Guruparampara Prapta Atla Pita, Stotra Sahasra Shri Pitadishwara, the 1008,000 Shatla Pitadishwara of Atla Pita, which has an unbroken lineage of pontiff starting from Bhagavan Mahaganapati, the root of the Ganas, was coronated by Bhagavan Paramashivoham himself. Dharma Mukti Swarga Puraswarna Pita, Trayo Vimsha Guru Mahasannidhana, the 23rd Guru Mahasannidhana of Dharma Mukti Swarga Puraswarna Pita, Kailasa Paramparagata Adi Pita Sarvajna Pita Jagat Guru, the Jagat Guru of Adi Pita Sarvajna Pita in the lineage of Kailasa, Shri Kailasa Punaruddharaka, Shri Kailasa Paramacharya, Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajakaacharya, Yacchidananda Pranavaswarupa Shrotriya Brahmanishta, Srimad Jagat Guru, Srila Shri Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swaminam Prityartham, who is in the state of Paramahamsa, the Acharya of Sannyasis and Parivrajakas, the embodiment of the pure truth consciousness and bliss, the embodiment of the sacred self alone, the knower of the Vedas, the one established in super consciousness. तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्तिसिद्ध्यर्थं गुरुकृपाकटाक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं क्षेमस्थैर्यवीर्यविजयायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणामभिवृद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थकाममोक्षत्रिविधफलपुरुषार्थसिद्ध्यर्थं समस्तदुरितोपशान्त्यर्थं समस्तमङ्गलवाप्त्यर्थं भगवत् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञानवैराग्य जीवन्मुक्तिप्राप्त्यर्थं च श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्रीनित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिव अवतारभूत श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवस्य च ध्यान षोडशोपचार सर्वोपचार अर्चनाराधन पूजां प्रार्थना करिष्ये। ओम आनंदगंधनिलयाय नमः, भवरोगवेशजाय नमः, कल्पतरवे नमः, पशुपतये नमः, पाशविमोचकाय नमः, ईप्सितफलदायकाय नमः, भाग्यवृत्तिपरिवर्तकाय नमः, आदिव्याधिविनाशकाय नमः, ओम समस्त कल्याण गुणान्विताय नमः, बिडदिपुरीशाय नमः, श्रीकैलासपतये नमः, शिवशक्त्यैक्य स्वरूपाय नमः, ओम ह्रीं नित्यानंदाय नमः, ओम हां हं शिवाय नमः, श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः, ओम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव अवतार भूत सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव Fine, stay. Enter space. Darshan. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
open your eyes.
அண்ணாமலையம் அண்ணா போற்றி, கண்ணாரமுதக் கடலே போற்றி. திரிபுரம் எரித்த விரிசடை கடவுள் அண்ணாமலையம் அண்ணா போற்றி, கண்ணாரமுதக் கடலே போற்றி. திரிபுரம் எரித்த விரிசடை கடவுள் தேரில் ஏறி வருகின்றான். திருவண்ணாமலை சோதிவானவன் திருவடி பதித்து வருகின்றான். அருளுரு ஆயிரம் காட்டிய நாதன் அம்மையப்பனாய் வருகின்றான். கைலை மேவிய உமையொரு பாகன் அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். குருவாய் திருப்பெருந்துறையில் அருளிய கோலம் காட்டி வருகின்றான். திருவாய் மலர்ந்து வேதம் உரைத்த திருவாசகத்தான் வருகின்றான். மதுரை மாநகர் குதிரை சேவகன் மறுபடி ஒரு முறை வருகின்றான். கைலை மேவிய உமையொரு பாகன் அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். பிட்டுக்காசை பட்ட கூலியான் பாதம் பதித்திட வருகின்றான். பாட்டுக்காசை பட்ட தம்பிரான் பார்வதியுடனே வருகின்றான். பக்திக்காசை பட்ட எம்பிரான் பசுபதீஸ்வரன் வருகின்றான். கைலை மேவிய உமையொரு பாகன் அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். பன்றிக்கன்று தாய்முலை தந்த பரமதயாளன் வருகின்றான். பன்றிக்கரியை உண்டு மகிழ்ந்த குடுமித்தேவன் வருகின்றான். பரிந்து வந்து பிரசவம் பார்க்க தாயுமானவன் வருகின்றான். கைலை மேவிய உமையொரு பாகன் அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். நீதிக்காக பலமுறை வந்த வீதி விடங்கன் வருகின்றான். அமர் நீதிக்காக அடியார் கோலம் பூண்டவன் மீண்டும் விளையாடல் பல புரிந்தவன் திருவீதி வலம் வருகின்றான். கைலை மேவிய உமையொரு பாகன் அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். தக்கன் வேள்வி தகர்த்த வீர பத்திரநாதன் வருகின்றான். சொக்கன் மதுரை சோமசுந்தரன் அற்புதமாக வருகின்றான். திருமாலறியா மலர்ச்சேவடியான் திருமானேந்தி வருகின்றான். கைலை மேவிய உமையொரு பாகன் அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். ஆலமுண்ட திருநீலகண்டன் உமைபாகனாக வருகின்றான். ஆலால சுந்தரன் பாடியவாறே காலகாலனாய் வருகின்றான். கருவேர் அறுத்து கருணை பொழியும் கைலையம்பிரான் வருகின்றான். கைலை மேவிய உமையொரு பாகன் அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அடியார் உள்ளத்து அன்புக்காக அம்பலவானன் வருகின்றான். ஆடிய பாதன் ஆனந்த கூத்தனாடியாடி வருகின்றான். மழபாடி திருமாணிக்கத்தான் மண்ணில் நடந்து வருகின்றான். கைலை மேவிய உமையொரு பாகன் அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். அண்ணாமலையான் வருகின்றான், அருளை வாரி தருகின்றான். ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ நாமம் பாடி ஆடிடுவோம். அவன் அருளாலே அவன் தாழ் வணங்கி அவனடி நிழலை அடைந்திடுவோம். ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ 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 ஹர ஹர சிவ சிவ.
Shiva. विनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय देवगणाचितसेवितलिङ्गं भावैर्भक्तिभिरेव च लिङ्गम् दिनकरकोटिप्रभाकरलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय अष्टदलोपरिवेष्टितलिङ्गं सर्वसमुद्भवकारणलिङ्गम् अष्टदरिद्रविनाशनलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय सुरगुरु सुरवर पूजितलिङ्गं सुरवर पुष्प सदाचितलिङ्गम् परमपदं परमात्मकलिङ्गं तत्प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय लिङ्गाष्टकमिदं पुण्यं यः पठेत् शिवसन्निधौ शिवलोकम् अवाप्नोति शिवेन सह मोदते शिवेन सह मोदते शिवेन सह मोदते ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय
करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि जन्मज दुःख विनाशकलिङ्गं तत् प्रणमामि सदा शिवलिङ्गम् நம சிவாய சிவ ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவ ஓம் நம சிவாய
சதாசிவ பிரம்மம் காட்டும் சதாசிவன் ரூபம் சராசரம் எல்லாம் உன் சரீர சம்பந்தம் சதாசிவ பிரம்மம் காட்டும் சதாசிவன் ரூபம் சராசரம் எல்லாம் உன் சரீர சம்பந்தம் சிவோகம் சிவம் என்றே நடமாடும் தெய்வீகம் கருணாகராவுந்தன் சரணாரம் என் சொந்தம் ஓம் நம சிவாய சிவ ஓம் நம சிவாய ஓம் நம
உன்னை நினைத்தாலே முக்தி வந்திடும் அண்ணாமலையானே நான் தினந்தோறும் எண்ணும் வரம் வேண்டும் பொன்னார் மேனிய நினைத்தாலே
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham Om
Nithyanandam, everyone. Welcome back. So now we will be moving to the next segment where we will be having the power manifestation. We will be doing the power manifestations ourselves. Now, after the powerful Bhavasamadhi Darshan that all of us have witnessed of Bhagavan Lingotbhava with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanitanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, all of us are now initiated into the powers of third eye as well as many other powers. And we will be manifesting the powers of Mahima. We will be manifesting the powers of third eye, which is seen with eyes blindfolded, Mahima, which is being able to increase the height. And with the grace and blessings of Swamiji and the powerful Diksha that all of us have received during the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, all the powerful cognitions, powerful conclusions, and life positivity, all of that is now awakened in our consciousness. And manifestation of these Shaktis, these extraordinary Shaktis, maps all of those into our consciousness. Every ultimate truth jnana is mapped into your consciousness, prajna, and manifests as the possibility and power of every being, prajnana. And now all of you can take a few minutes to set up for the manifestation. You can get all the alchemy products which are needed. You can get the eye band or opaque cloth, then the Jnananjana, and then the Aushadha, and a Krishala mirror or yantra, and a paper and pen and a timestamp camera. So you can get all of this. And now let's get into the first power of third eye, seeing with the eyes blindfolded. So the Shastra Pramana for this comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Kapalantarmanonyasya tishtannilitalochanaha kramena manasodadyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. So this comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. And the next is the Apta Pramana for this power. And the Apta Pramana for this power is from the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. Natumam shakyase drashtu manenaiva svachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogamaishwaram. So in this verse, Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. So in the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Bhagavan Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. And in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through the third eye. And the Atma Pramana for this, in Swamiji's own words, the first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree, 10 directions below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel and experience all of that as me. And then the next is the Pratyaksha Pramana. So as all of you can see, using a PET, a positron emission tomography, the brainwaves of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was measured, and it was measured that when doing daily activities, there was high activity measured in the brain where the third eye is located. And when in deep samadhi state, only the third eye region is active in almost 90%, whereas the brain is at peace. And then the next is the Sakshi Pramana, which all of us will be witnessing now. Before the darshan, we all witnessed the power being demonstrated by the Bhalasans of Nithyananda Gurukul. But now we ourselves will be manifesting the powers. All of you will manifest the powers yourself after the initiation now. get into the manifestation, all of you can set up your timestamp camera, which is an application from the App Store. So if you don't have it, you can download it on your device and ensure that the time is shown on the screen and make sure that the camera is facing you. You can download any timestamp camera which you're comfortable with. So please take a few moments to set this up. And now you can all close your eyes. Please close your eyes and blindfold yourself with an eye band or an opaque cloth for us to get into the manifestation. And for the manifestation, we will be having a 3-minute sound. We will be projecting an image for you. So begin verbalizing whatever is revealed to you through the divine third eye. Now we are projecting a picture for all of you. You can all verbalize whatever, chant the Mahavakya, connect with Swamiji in the space of oneness. And whatever is revealed to you in your third eye, start verbalizing. Yes, and now please relax. You can open your eye bands. You can remove your eye bands and slowly open your eyes. Now all of you can take a few minutes to type down whatever was revealed to you in your third eye and upload your power manifestation videos and pictures along with your answers with the hashtags #Nithyananda, #Bhavasamadhi, and #Lingotbhava. And now let's take a minute to verify the answers. So we'll be projecting the image in front of all of you. So this was a picture of a temple, and it is white in color. It has golden gopurams, and there are many buildings around. There's hills, there's the sky. So if you saw anything related to whatever is there in this picture, if you saw temple, if you saw buildings, if you saw mountains, if you saw plants, then that's great. You have manifested the power. So you can celebrate your manifestation in the way you want. You can give a round of applause for yourself and share with everyone your experience of the power manifestation, so even they can come and experience this power manifestation. And now with this, we will move to the next power of scanning the thought currents. So the Shastra Pramana for this is from the Shiva Sutras 1.15, chapter 1. Chapter 1, verse 15. It says, Hridaye chitta sanghatad drishyasva padarshanam. And in this, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, when the individual mind is united to the core of consciousness, every observable or objective phenomenon, and even the absence of every objective phenomenon, is directly experienced in the form of consciousness and appears in its existential reality as it is. And the Apta Pramana for this is from the war, the Mahabharata war during the Kurukshetra war. So on the 15th day of the Kurukshetra war, when Guru Drona was convinced that his son Ashwatthama was killed, in great grief descended from his chariot, laid down his arms, and sat in meditation, ready to accept his death. Then Lord Krishna had a conversation with him, where they discussed about things like differences between right and wrong, differences between love and attachment, and the differences between a guru and a teacher. Krishna explained to Drona that what he felt for his son was not love but attachment, which is not dharma but adharma. Krishna told Drona that he failed to give his son the knowledge that would make him capable of differentiating between dharma and adharma. And the Atma Pramana for this, which is from the life of the Supreme Pontiff himself, in his own words, I was sitting on the banks of Ganga called Tailghat. It's a small temple and one room where this Naga Baba used to stay. He asked me to explain the Ishavasya Upanishad, so I was trying to explain. During this 18th verse, I felt somebody was intently looking at me. I just turned. I saw Hamsananda Swami only. He was staring at me. Too strongly, he was staring at me. I asked him, Why are you looking at me like this, Baba? He said, when you were explaining intensely, I understood that whatever you are sharing, it is directly from your experience. So wanted to look in. Whatever is in your inner space, I just want to grasp. When I looked in, I saw it's a whole cosmos opening. I got frightened. You turned towards me. He said he was trying to look into me to understand this whole verse as it is from my inner space. But in my inner space, he only saw the cosmos. He got frightened. The moment he got frightened and started losing himself, I just turned my head. He said, I can see very clearly everything is directly from your own experience. These people are blessed. He was telling about the few of the devotees who were listening. He said, these fellows are blessed. So now let's first get into the first round of scanning thought currents. So now you can pair up with a partner if you're in two-way rooms, or if you're watching us from social media, you can connect or reach out to any of your friends or relatives. And click on the timestamp camera, which is an application from the App Store, as we did before. And ensure that the time is shown on the screen and make sure that the camera is facing you. So please take a few moments to set this up. And now, once in this round, we'll be scanning the word. So to start off with, you can turn on your video recording camera and please explain to your partner or your friend or whoever you have connected to. Explain to them what you will be reading. Explain to them that you will be reading their thought currents and identifying the word. So ask them to pen down any word on a paper, whatever word they're going to think of. And then chant the Mahavakya, connect with Swamiji and Paramashiva, and pen down whatever Swamiji is revealing to you in your third eye. And to verify with the partner if the word that you scan and reveal is matching with what they held in their inner space. And then you can post your experience. So we will be getting into the power now. Or if you can chant the Mahavakya and get into the manifestation. Yes, and now all of you can take a few minutes to type down what was revealed to you in your third eye. And please upload your power manifestation videos, pictures, along with your answers and your experience on social media. And you can add the hashtags of hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Bhavasamadhi, and hashtag Lingotbhava. And now we'll be getting into the next into the next round of the thought current scanning. So as we did before, you can all click on the timestamp camera, which is an application from the App Store, and ensure that the time is shown on the screen and make sure that the camera is facing you. So please take a few moments to set this up. And in this round of the thought current scanning, you can scan the picture or an image of your partner. So turn on the video recording camera and explain to the partner what you will be reading as their thought current. And tell them to think of a picture or an image and ask them to pen down what image they are thinking of. And you can tell them to write down on a piece of paper. Then chant the Mahavakya, connect with Swamiji, and pen down whatever Swamiji is revealing to you in the third eye. And to verify, you can verify with the partner if the image that you have scanned and revealed is matching with what they held in their inner space. And then you can all post your manifestation experiences once the manifestation is done. Yes. Now, all of you can post your experience. You can verify with your partner if what you have scanned is relating to what the partner has written down and is thinking, which image the partner is thinking of. And then please take a few minutes to type down whatever was revealed to you in your third eye and upload your power manifestation videos, pictures, along with your answers and experience on social media with hashtags #Nithyananda, #Bhavasamadhi, and #Lingotbhava. And now we'll be moving to the next round of thought run scanning. So as we did before, all of you can click on the timestamp camera, which is the application from the App Store, and ensure that the time is shown on the screen and make sure that the camera is facing you. So please take a few moments to set this up. And now in this round, we will be scanning an incident thought by the partner. So you can turn on the video recording camera and explain to the partner what exactly they should think of and what power they're doing. So you will be reading their thought current and scanning an incident which happened in their life. So ask them to pen down an incident, the incident which they're going to think of. Ask them to pen that down on a piece of paper. It can be any incident from their life. Then chant the Mahavakya, connect with Swamiji, and pen down whatever Swamiji is revealing to you in your third eye. And once you're done, you can verify with the partner if the incident that you have scanned and revealed is matching with what they had held in their inner space. And then you can post your manifestation and experience on social media. So now you can chant the Mahavakya, connect with Swamiji, and start the manifestation.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.